guys, just want to do a little bit on what I carry for a weekend, long weekend, extended trek, up to a week, give or take some food items. Alright, let me go. Start in the bottom here. Well, first of all, what I'm kneeling on is just a little slow cell foam pad you can get in a garden center. They usually have a little handle on the end. I cut it off, and I've had this for years. I use that to kneel on or sit on. What I keep in the bottom of my pack is my tent. Here's the stakes. Actually, before we get started, let me weigh this. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Years ago I would pack and my pack would weigh 40, 50 pounds, a little absurd. Now, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Probably not, but I weighed it before I came out. It's 23 pounds. Now, I'm happy with that. I can live with that. What I couldn't live with was the 50-pound pack I used to carry. And that's all just due to technology and improvements in gear. But anyway, so again, in the bottom, carry my tent. I'll do a separate review on the tent down the road. This is a REI quarter dome T1 solo tent. Had it a little while, a couple years. Here's the stakes here, and the poles are in the top part of the pack. The whole tent, poles, stakes, everything comes in at 2 pounds, 14 ounces. So I can live with that. Here's my little X-Ped pillow. I recently did a review on this. It's a luxury item, but it really doesn't weigh hardly anything. I love that. Getting a good night's sleep is pretty important to me. I'll go through the contents in the lid towards the end. Let me just show you what's in here now. And again, this is not to be redundant. This is for a long weekend. And generally we backpack in Green Mountains, mostly the White Mountains in New Hampshire, Green Mountains in Vermont. So it's generally kind of wet. Again, this is a top loading pack. I'll do a separate review on the pack down the road. This is my food bag. It's a Sea to Summit waterproof bag. I usually just attach some 550 to this on a carabiner, hoist it in a tree away from camp. Again, there's 2 or 3 pounds of food in here right now. Couple breakfasts, couple lunches, couple dinners. Again, we just boil water from Mountain House, oatmeal, that kind of thing. Here's my sleeping pad. At one point I had a Thermarest self-inflating 1-inch pad. I really found it kind of useless. Didn't really like it at all. Real happy with this. Again, it's an Aircore 72 by 20 by 2.5. Doesn't really take long to blow up at all. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. This is my essentials. I'll go through that in a moment. Here's a liter of water in a platypus bottle. I recently did a review on these water bottles as well. Find them great. Good to have. My tent poles. I pack up fairly small. Let me go through the essentials now. I'm just going to dump them out and go through them in no particular order. There's a whistle, real loud. I'm not going to blow it for you. Y'all know what a whistle sounds like. This is my first aid kit. I recently did a small review, real quick review on what I carry for a first aid kit. I won't be redundant and go over that again. It's just what I need barring major trauma on the trail. I carry this no matter where I go. It's a little Adventure Medical Kits. It's an emergency bivvy. It's a foil type of product. I believe it's like 80 by 36. It's pretty big, but it would help you out in a jam if you were getting hypothermia or something, or the risk of getting such. These are wet ones. I find them good for cleaning up, as well as this. I don't carry toilet paper per se. I prefer paper towel out on the trail for obvious reasons. It's a little more durable. And also I have these little packets of toilet paper from military MREs. There's an amazing amount of paper in each one of these packets. They don't weigh anything either. That's generally what I use for when Mother Nature calls, if you will. Little bottle of hand sanitizer is always good to have as well. Bug dope. This is 98% DEET. It's a Coleman product. I find it works very well. You do have to be careful about your fabrics, though. You don't want to get too much DEET at that strength on any of your fabrics, mostly for your skin. toothbrush, toothpaste, my fire kit, just a light my fire Scout ferrocerium rod, waterproof container with some strike anywhere matches, some foil, and inside the foil there's some cotton balls with Vaseline on them. Works great even in wet weather. And I don't carry birch bark. I love using birch bark to get fires going when you can get fires going. No sense carrying it. It's usually wherever we go anyway. This is a little kit of spare batteries for my headlamp, buckles, strap ties or tees or whatnot, plastic ties for in the event something would break on the pack. Nothing ever has, but it's just good to have. Really doesn't weigh a whole lot. This compass, it's an old Brunton I've had since I got out of high school in '79. Still works great. No sense not using it. Extra platypus bottle. Wow, big fish just jumped out there. Got the fishing bug. Again, spare platypus bottle. This is what I use for a headlamp. It's a Princeton Tech. I believe it's a Scout model. It's really inexpensive, but I find it does the trick. It doesn't weigh anything. That's what the spare batteries are for. Real happy with it. Works great for around camp, hiking at night, whatnot. I do carry a spare little cheap little LED light. Generally, what I use this for is hanging from the top of my tent. I'm looking at maps at night or reading a book or whatnot. I like these sporks. I find them just flat out functional. This little kit here is I carry a little tick key. These are invaluable when you get a tick in you. They really work well for extracting the tick in a safe manner. This here is I'm not a big multi-tool guy, but I do carry this little Gerber clutch, mainly for the pliers. It's got a real nice serviceable set of pliers on it. It's got a little useful blade as well, and a couple other items I don't really use much, but really doesn't weigh a whole lot. I carry it in this little pouch with the tick key. Spare bandana. It's always a need for those. Let's see what else we got here. Clothing. I usually wear this fleece or a fleece. This is a Woolrich. I'm real happy with it. The boots, I'm kind of old school. I like full leather boots. These are Mammoth boots. They're Mountain Crest GTXs, I believe. Had them for a couple years. They're nubuck leather, a lot of ankle support. I guess you could say they're heavy compared to, you know, the rave now is trail hiker runners or whatnot. But you know, even with 20-25 pounds of gear, I don't mind the extra support, or the, you know, they're heavier, but I don't mind the support it gives you on the trail. It's just a nice feeling, and especially when we go hiking up in the White Mountains, even in late September, November, October, you know, you're crisscrossing brooks all day long, ankle deep water. I don't mind that my feet don't get wet. It's kind of a nice feeling. The pants, these are just Columbia titanium convertible nylon pants. I find them just bulletproof. Just under layer of polypropylene, and I'll carry another long sleeve polypropylene shirt. Not really too much into branding, but this is a Champion, I believe. Works well. Got another one here. It's a different brand. Again, long sleeve polypropylene. I'm into layering. I think layering is, everybody uses that term nowadays, but it really does make sense. I could wear a cap at night, keep my head warm. Another pair of the pants, same pants, Columbia titanium. Pair of socks. These are wool blend and synthetic wool blend. I think they're like 80 to 60% wool. I think the brand name is Wigwam, if I remember right. They last quite a while. They're pretty good socks. I usually don't bring a whole lot of socks. I wear the ones I'm wearing, obviously, and I bring another pair. It usually suffices for a long weekend. This is my cook kit. I recently did a vid on this, so I won't go through it right now, but it's, again, the Pocket Rocket anodized aluminum pot, canister. It's just bomb-proof. It's worked for a while. No sense changing for me personally. I'm real happy with it. I've never had it fail on me. This is my sleep system. This is a Mountain Hardware synthetic bag. I think the name's a Lamina or Lamina, something like that. It's a 45-degree bag, but it compresses down to, you know, the size of a Nerf football. I love this bag. Again, it weighs under 2 pounds. Been real happy with that. Again, it's good to 45 degrees. I've been down in, I've been on the trail at night, 34, 35 degrees in that bag. Didn't quite cut it. So what I also use in conjunction with that is this Sea to Summit Thermalite reactor. It's a bag liner. It's not silk, it's some kind of space age fabric, but you can throw this in the washer and dryer and it keeps your bag clean, and it adds, they say 12 degrees of warmth to any bag. I would venture to guess it's more like maybe 8 to 10 degrees, but it does the job. And again, it doesn't really weigh a whole lot. Let's see what else we got in here. I think that's about it. We have covered everything. Go through the lid here. I carry these two items in the lid of my pack. This is a Katadyn Hiker Pro water filter. Real happy with that as well. It works great. There's always water where we go. So generally I'll carry a liter in my pack, and on the side of my hip belt I'll clip on a small water bottle to drink as I'm hiking. That's in my pack, and I always filter water. We're always near water, generally up in New England, so it's not an issue. This here is my shell. It's a you know, above tree line. You're getting above tree line a lot of times in the White Mountains. It's always windy, or seems to be. Just good to block the wind. This particular one's a Cloud Veil Zorro jacket. Real happy with it. It's got pit zips, nice big hood, storm collar. Real happy with it. Blocks the wind, sheds the rain. I don't wear rain pants. I don't mind if my legs get a little damp. These dry out fast, so it's not really an issue. And again, the pack, it's a Malay Odyssey. The cubic inches, I believe it's 3,660 liters, cubic inches. I've had this for a few years. The pack alone weighs 4 pounds 4 ounces, so it's not a lightweight pack, but then again, it's durable. It's got a heavy duty Cordura fabric, and that's what I need in this environment anyway, is durability. Again, I'm not a super lightweight backpacker. I'm just not there. I don't mind carrying a little extra weight to have things that work and things that make life a little easier and more enjoyable. So yeah, I'm real happy with this pack. It's got an adjustable back panel here. Nice generous hip belt. Shoulder pads are fine. Nice adjustments. They don't do Malay. I'll do a separate, like I said, review on this. They don't do a lot of advertising Malay, but they're around. They have a website. You can go on MalayUSA.com and find all their products. Pretty good stuff. Alright, I'm going to shut up for a while and pack all this stuff up and get on home. Thanks for watching.